Hi everybody. I hope this is working because YouTube is having issues today. They've changed that formatting thing, and I'll catch up with everybody in a minute, but they've changed the formatting thing to where it's portrait automatically instead of instead of landscape. And that just does not work for me because then I can't see chats and everything. So anyway, hi everybody. You're going to get the sunset behind me, and when I move, it's really pretty because it'll focus on the sun, but when I come back in screen, it blows it out. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up already. Oh my goodness, you guys rock. And I see everybody saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Can you believe 2023 is already coming to a close? I am just blown away. Richard Albert, you just finished your last Christmas working, and before you retire, are you going to work on New Year's also? And congratulations on your upcoming retirement in 2024. I'm so happy for you. Mira the Greyhound is here. Sue O, happy to see you, sweetheart. Is Debra getting ready for nothing? We're going to talk about that, Brenda Whitlock. Texan Lulu says, hi, Frugy. Well, she said hi, Frugal, actually. Hey, Tan, did you figure out what we were going to ask them?
Oh, I just said it right before.
Tan and Sarah, we were talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about you guys today.
They say something and wing, or wing and something.
Wing and blag. Is that it? Wing and blag. So were your ears burning today? First of all, Jan and I, Frugal RV Gal and I, were talking not about you guys, but we were like, well, what would Tan and Sarah say? And it's like, wing and blag it. Wing and...
I said, just wing it. And then I said, what is it that they say?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah,
something.
So you'll have to remind us what you
wing
say.
And blag,
wing
yep.
and blag. Okay. Brent and Mino Ferry, Happy New Year to you too, darling. Sunny Central Texas. Yay, Texan Lulu. And season's greetings from, of course, the UK. That is awesomeness. So Mira the Greyhound, are you here in Quartzsite, Mira? I've got hair in my eyeglasses. Mira, are you here in Quartzsite? Hi, Be on the Road. Yes, we had a wonderful time at the mini meetup. We had 12, I think, there. It was just awesomeness. And you know, we got to spend a couple of hours and with each other. Oh, Mira, I wish you could have come by the meetup, and be sure and check out my events page on where I might be coming up, because I'd love to see you in person. But as far as where's the party at in Quartzsite for New Year's, yeah, I'm not the party one to ask. I'm not the party to ask about the party. I guarantee you I won't see the New Year's come in. I'll wake up maybe in the night and thank you, Mira. I'll wake up in the night and it'll be 2024 and I'll go, woohoo! But yeah, how many of you on here, I used to make myself stay up and make sure that I brought in the New Year's, but I'm kind of over that. How many of you do bring in the New Year's? Literally, Mira says they go to sleep early too. I hear ya. So, oh, you're in your camper van. Yay! That's awesomeness, Mira. I know some people, we may join some friends for, excuse me, I have the hiccups. We may, oh my goodness, I have hiccups. Oh my gosh. Hey, Suzanne, you're in Denver. Awesomeness. Yeah, I went to y'all's Facebook pages, Tan, even as my personal self and not author Deborah Dickinson, and I didn't see anything on either yours or Sarah Jane. And so you might need to email it to me if you don't mind, because I'd love to see that. Hey, Robin, good to see you. Silver Warrior, hello everyone, wishing you all a happy new year. I'm so glad everybody's here. Thank you. So Doreen says that they go to sleep. Oh, New Year's Eve. Happy early birthday, Brenda. That's awesomeness. And so we've got a family of chipmunks that lives here. I'm going to see if I can show y'all. I'm going to turn this around. So over there in that tree across the wash, that's about a 30-foot gully right there. Gully, wash, ditch, ravine. In Arizona, they're called ravines. Washes. In New Mexico, they're called arroyos. In Texas, they're called ravines or ditches. Anyway, there's a family of about 5 little chipmunks that live over there, and they're just so dang cute. We've been watching it. Thank you, Tan. I look forward to that. Yeah, happy early birthday, Brenda. That is amazing. So has anybody written that they stay up? Kathy says they stay. Hi, Kathy. She says they stay up in her family. I don't see anybody else responding. Oh, Richard is off on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Good for you, Richard. Go party. Oh. Seriously, go party. I think I'm caught up on comments. That's awesomeness. Let me see if I can see the sun. See if I get out of the way, it'll focus on the sun. Isn't that pretty? But if I'm going to come in and look at the camera, I have to... Yeah, so that whole thing about nothingness. So I've been writing all day, so my mind is a little preoccupied. I haven't felt like writing in forever, and I have finished a 9-page prologue to my next book, and I'm almost done with the first chapter. So I've been writing all day, and when I write, I'm kind of preoccupied. Would that be a good word for it? Ooh, y'all hear that? That's a woodpecker. I don't know where he is.
Oh,
did you hear him?
Thank you, because I was like, I kept thinking it was coming from Sammy.
Yeah, no, it's a woodpecker. I hope y'all. He's still around. I don't know where he is.
He's got to be in that tree.
Yeah, I think he's over there. That's too funny. We have woodpeckers and hummingbirds and squirrel. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, do drop in. Hi, sweetheart. You stay up to chat with a lifelong friend. That's awesomeness. That is awesomeness. Suzanne says she just finished building a new bed platform for her minivan. Yes, come on down, Suzanne. So for the people that are here in this area, the next time that I will be in town, yeah, Suzanne says she's not good at late nights even on New Year's Eve, is I think the 8th, right? Saturday the 8th, January 8th at QIA, or 6th?
No,
I think it's January 6th, I think. Oh, no worries. Hi, Nifty Traveler. I don't see anything. Oh, listen, Nifty Traveler, I totally get that about needing to purge stuff. I mean, golly Moses, the 6th. So go to my events page. I think you've already put up the link, didn't you? Yes. But the next time I'll be in town is, I started saying November, but this is December, and it's going to be January. So it'll be January 6th, Saturday, from 9 to 1 at the QIA. And the address and everything is on my events page. Oh, yeah, there's that bullet point thing. Oh, I just hate that so much. That little dot. See it right there? Ka-chicka-pow, pow, pow. I wish I could get it off there. It's an iPhone problem. But anyway, the address is on my events page. I'll be there from 9 to 1, and I have a table. We'll be signing and selling books, and we just have so much fun. So many cool people come by. We met last QIA. We met a lot of people, but we have run into, since then, Tiffany several times, and she is on my video from the QIA. Yeah, hi Tiffany. Everybody say hi. I don't know if she's on here or not. She works at a vendor in down on Kewen, and so we have seen her right around the corner from Gringo's. She works at the popcorn stand, and so if y'all like popcorn, all flavors, all kinds, go by the popcorn stand on Kewen. It's right across from the game store and right behind Gringo's. And say hi to Tiffany. And it was so fun to meet her. And now I'm not going to... Was it Robin? Her friend? I'm so bad about names, and I'm so sorry. I have called, every time I've seen her, I've called her by anything but Tiffany, but that's her name. Well, I got it straight this time. So I saw her, and I'm like, hi, Lee. And she goes, no. I'm like, oh, it's something that ends in it like a Lee. And she goes, and of course she said Tiffany. And then the next time I saw her, I'm like, hi, Stephanie.
I was like, no, it's Tiffany.
And Jenna's like, no. Close again, but Tiffany. Oh, good. Doreen says their popcorn is so good. It smells good. I can't have popcorn, but it smells so good. Anyway, y'all stop by there and surprise her and say hi, Tiffany, because they're so sweet. And they came by and we met them. And if you saw my video, you saw that. And then they came back and bought my book, and so that's so cool. We have a neighbor way across the way over there. Can y'all see that little bitty dot? I think that's our neighbor, isn't it? No? Looks like it. Yeah. They're way across over there. But that's our closest neighbor. We finally got a neighbor out here in the hood. Yeah, because Quartzsite's so crowded. I mean, it can be. You can go down there where I'm going to be across from the big tent, across from Gringo's, across from K&B, across from Beer Bellies, across from the discount grocery store, across from the game store, all of that. I'm going to be across the street. Joan Rock Pringle and I, January 19th through the 28th. I've got a booth right next to hers, and I'm camping there. You guys, I'm taking Phoenix, and I'm going to camp there. I'm a little nervous about it, especially since my last big TBI episode on December 14. I was in camp literally for 2 weeks without leaving. Yesterday for my mini meetup was the first time that I left camp. And now I'm going to be camped but I can get away from everybody and go in my rig anytime I need to. And I can hibernate in there, and I can wear my headset and
if you have to leave,
and if I have to leave, and I already checked with the management there at Tyson Wells, and it's like, if I can't stay the whole time and I need to move my rig out, is that okay? And they're like, yes, just come get them, and they'll help with it and everything. And then of course Frugal would be there to help me. And so I'll be okay, but I am a little nervous about it. The QIA is easy. It's 9 to 1. I go and I have a good time, and Jana's there to help me so I don't give books away, because we all know how that went when I tried to do it once by myself. You were talking, I think you went somewhere or did...
No, I just wasn't doing it. I was letting you do it.
She was letting me do it.
Well, not letting you, but...
No, but
you were doing all of it.
I was doing it.
And I was like,
It didn't go well. She's like...
Want to get their money?
She's like, I think you've given away like 4 books, and then I did it again. And she goes, go get money from that person. And so she took over the purse, and she it's a fanny pack, and it's got where I can, the credit card reader and the change for the cash and everything, and if people want a receipt and all that. Of course, if they pay by credit, it sends them an email receipt automatically.
Well, or I can write it out.
Oh, yeah, or we can write it out. So all of that is in this like little fanny pack. So she took that away from me. And rightfully so. And then we have to update inventory. And she's like, well, how many of this title did you sell? It's like, yeah, I don't know. She's like, we have to count inventory again to get a count for the sales. I was like, sorry. So anyway, she does all of that now for me, and she won't be camped there, but she'll come in during the day, and not every day. I'm not putting that on you, but
every day.
She's so sweet. She's like, yep, every day. Anyway, that's at J22. I sound like I'm playing bingo.
Here, let me just
J22. And so the rows across from the big tent there's a post, and it'll have a letter on it. And so you just find row J and walk until you find 22. And Joan Rock Pringle is at 21. And so you can come by and see both of us. And yes, half of you on here have hit the thumbs up for me. If y'all would stop and do that, I would appreciate that. And smash that thumbs up. So Sarah says fanny pack. She knows that's U.S. for bum, fanny. and what's weird, Sarah, is it's a fanny pack, but it's worn in front by the tummy. So I'm
No,
sure.
What do they call them?
Yeah, what do y'all call them? They're
Sling.
in the UK.
Sling.
Hey, Mike and Cindy, my cousins are in the house. Welcome. Good to see y'all. Yeah, Sarah, y'all have to have fanny packs there in the UK. What do y'all call them? And let's see, I've got to back up and see. Hey,
Waist
Judith,
pack.
can't wait to see you. A waist pack? That sounds like something in a nuclear shelter.
No, Suzanne at large.
Sue's at large, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Hey, Suzanne, have you found a place for your Nomadland license plate yet? And, Susan Jack is in the house. Oh,
Bum
congratulations, nifty traveler. You sold your condo. That is awesome. Yeah, I get it. I went from, I started, well, I'm not counting the houses I had when I was married, but me, myself, and I started counting down from 2,800. Then I think I went to 2,100, and then I was in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse that was like 1,700, and finally I just kept dwindling down, and then I was in like a 1-bedroom apartment. And then when I got on the road, the first year I was on the road, I had a storage unit. But after my first year on the road, I went back and I spent 5 days. They let me camp outside the storage unit place. I knew the owners. And I worked on my storage unit every day, and I got rid of everything. So, and then for a while, like my dishes were at my cousin's for a while. They're with me now. My blue and white Courier Knives dishes. So at this moment, everything I own is in my rig. It's a big deal. Fanny pack is good. Bum bag.
Yeah, bum bag.
Bum bag. I like that. I'm going to start saying, hey, you got the bum bag? And Jen will be like, what? We'll have to remind everybody. And what was the other one? Chips and blag? No, wing and blag. Wing and chips and blag.
It's like, wings and chips.
Fish and chips, wings and blag. It's like a foreign language. Happy New Year. Yes. That's so funny.
That's probably what they say when they listen to us.
Yeah,
You're
you're trying to figure out especially us
Fanny.
Texans, and we have our own. I mean, every state has kind of their own jargon, but Texas are. Oh, that's one thing I was going to do is somebody's going to have to remind me. I forget, but
do the Texas slang.
to do the Texas slang. So
Slang.
sling, slang, slong.
Fanny is the name for you.
Fanny is butt in the U.S.
That's funny.
Yeah. Butt, bobo, tush.
That is so funny.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yes, Robin. I can't recommend downsizing enough. It's just it gave me. I don't want to speak for anybody else. Gave me such peace of mind. And my rig is still too cluttered. I'm getting rid of stuff all the time. A lot of people. Hi, Dame the First. Happy New Year to you too. So a lot of people have the mantra out here, nothing new comes in without something old going out. Well, I'm not even bringing anything new in. Well, that's not true. Didn't I just buy a shirt? No, I wore a new shirt, but I didn't buy a new shirt. Did I? Seems like I did.
Well, you bought new pants.
But all of that was for the winter season, but not since then. So I'm sorry, I digress. It's squirrel. I got rid of a bunch of clothes to be able to buy some new winter clothes because I've got a drawer for pants, a drawer for shorts and capris and fold-up skirts, a drawer for undergarments and stuff like that, a drawer for socks and stuff, and that includes
Fanny stuff.
Fanny stuff. Bum stuff. I'm never going to forget it.
Bum stuff. Fanny stuff.
And then I've got a drawer for socks and stuff like that. And the reason that I have a whole drawer for that is because we have waders for like when we're fishing in New Mexico and stuff. And those socks are big and thick. They're not made for people that live in an RV. If I roll those up, they're that freaking big. They go up to my knees. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
You are. Oh, look. She says I'm not. Look at that camera like you were looking at me. See, she's laughing.
I'm not laughing.
She's like, don't show me.
I know. But
She was like, why were you laughing?
I'm just thinking of,
Bum.
well, I'm just thinking, then you say waiters. They're probably like, what?
Oh, waiters.
What the heck is
Oh, yeah,
waiters?
that's a good one. Okay, so waiters. So in the UK,
What are they thinking?
yeah,
of?
the waiters in, I don't know if y'all have waiters in the UK, but waiters are fishing boots that you can put attached to suspenders and everything to wear to go in the river fishing. I know, Tan and Sarah, y'all are awesome. But she says, see what we started. Oh, that's so funny. Mike says, of course, it's a heap more acceptable than a man purse. That's too funny. Oh, Jana got after this one guy that was harassing us one time, and he was carrying his girlfriend's purse or something.
I was like,
and
when and who?
yeah,
What?
she's like, when and who? Well, he was the police ended up coming out. Long story. We're not going there. Didn't have to do with us, but he was a little bit out of it. And at one point, Jana's like, you're carrying a purse, dude. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But it's like he was all like, I'm just walking my dogs, man. I'm not doing anything wrong or unusual. But he was like hanging out around our well, when I walked up, he was leaning on my hitch-all, and his girlfriend, wife, whoever, she was standing with her hand on my hood and between mine and Jana's truck camper, and this was a parking lot, a casino where we'd paid, I think we paid for 5 nights there that time, or three nights. Anyway, she's like, dude, you're carrying a purse. And he holds it up to look around for the purse.
He was like, it's my wife.
And then he realized he was holding it, and he's like, oh, this is my wife's. And I'm sorry, digress, squirrel. They have fishing waders.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Tan's like, hey, Mary Ann, good to see you. Mary Ann Edwards is in the house. Richard says, talking about downsizing from his sticks and bricks. I know you're getting ready to, Richard. He's going to try to retire. I mean, not going to try to retire. When he retires, he's trying to move into a Class A. Yes, I mean, it's amazing. I think for anybody, but when you're our age, and I'm not making you as old as me, Richard, but when you're older and you've got a lifetime of stuff and you're going to try to get rid of it and get it down to living in an RV, it's like, holy hell, what was I thinking? But it is doable. This may be unsolicited advice, but I'll tell you what I did. I made piles of yes, no, maybe. Yes was what I thought I absolutely had to bring with me. No was I knew I wasn't going to. Maybe was stuff I just couldn't make my mind up on. And you just go through everything quickly that way. You touch it and you put it in one of those piles, and you can't take anything out of the no pile, by the way. You can take clothes to the free table at the RTR. That's true. And getting rid of pictures, Jana scanned all of hers. What I used was an app called PhotoMine, where you can use your phone and take a picture of it, and that takes care of them digitally. You take a picture of your picture. And then the other thing is, if you've got you don't want to lose all your framed photos, or you've got treasures, you can get a digital photo frame that you can turn on, and it will scroll through the pictures, and so you can have one frame that has a lot of your pictures and your mementos and stuff on it. So that's one thing that you can do. But that yes, no, maybe pile, and then you go through the, oh, good, Kathy. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, John, Sooner JH Travels. Happy New Year to you, too. But that yes, no, maybe, and then you go through the maybe pile and you do the same idea. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. And it really will help you dwindle it down. But you have to pick something up and make a decision. You can't, if you're like me and then you want to look through it and you want to think about it and you want to massage it and you want to go to bed with it and live with it and love it and never let it go. And those are the things that if you take a picture of it, then you can have it with you forever. But let the actual object go, whether you are donating it or giving it to family or friends, because this lifestyle, if you try to keep a foot, and ask me how I know, but if you try to if you're going to do it full time, and you try to keep a foot in sticks and bricks, in other words, if you're going to try to live in your rig just like you did at home, it can be quite miserable. You have to pare down. Anyway, so that's what my biggest things that I did that helped me was the yes, no, maybe, taking pictures of the things that I just was having a real hard time letting go of, and using PhotoMine instead of scanning, because that just was going to take forever, and that was back before my brain surgery. I was thinking about doing this lifestyle when I retired, so I was already starting to go through pictures and stuff, and that scanning, I just didn't have the patience for it.
It took me 2.5 years to scan. I would just take, and I sorted everything in manila. Is that what manila envelopes? Mm-hmm. And so I would put family. I would organize them all just in envelopes.
Yeah.
And then once I scanned them, I'd put them back in there and I'd write on there scanned, and I'd throw that one to the side. And so, yeah, it took me forever to scan on my pictures.
Yeah. How big was your house that you moved out of into a truck camper?
2,500 feet, 2,100 feet. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Square feet.
Pretty big. Three
bedroom,
yeah.
2 living rooms, 3 baths.
Yeah.
Who
big.
needs 3 bathrooms?
Yeah. Well, I got a funny story about that though, about the bathrooms, but yeah, and Jana does still. She has a small lake house, a little cottage. It's like a fishing cabin. And she has some things stored there, but for the most part, all of her stuff for living is with her on the road. Hey, Cardies, no worries. Glad you're here. Good tidy up and chuck out of stuff. Yeah, chuck the stuff. I love that. Chuck the stuff. Thank you, Richard. I hope it helps. John, so good to see you on here. I think I missed something. Hold on. The free table, good idea. I know I missed something. I was going to come back to it now. I don't remember now. My friend Linda May that was in Nomadland. And she's doing well. But I was texting with her the other day, so this is fresh on my mind, that she now has bought, she's off the road, and she has bought a huge home, 2-story, because she can now after being in Nomadland and being nominated for Best Supporting Actress and all of that, let alone the whatever, I don't know if it's called royalties or whatever they get, but she could afford to do whatever she wanted to do. So she bought a 2-story home, and I may have this wrong, but I think it's like 5 bedrooms, 6.5 baths. It's just Linda. Well, she has a boyfriend now, and she has a lot of kids and grandkids that come see her. I've got to think I don't think she would mind me sharing this about going room to room. Jenna's like, you probably ought not. now I got to figure out how to get out of this mess because I started
Change
it.
the subject.
Change the subject. But anyway, she bought that house, and so she was just like going room to room to room because she could. We were on the phone, and she's like, "I'm in this room. I'm in this room. I'm in this room." So she went the other way after having been on the road for forever. But she deserved to, wanted to, and can do whatever she wants to do. But I that cracks me up. But she still hasn't filled the house up. Yeah, she does. I doubt that she does, Brenda. But yeah, you know, she still hasn't bought stuff. It's still pretty vacant, and you know, you can minimalize no matter if you want to. That may not be your thing, but even if you're in sticks and bricks and you want to declutter and downsize, you can still use the yes, no, maybe, and the things about photos and everything to have less stuff in your house. And that's the nice thing, Brenda, about that app PhotoMine is you have a copy of it and it's on their cloud. And you can download it from their cloud anytime you want to. You don't have to pay extra for that. And so it's quite lovely. Mama Wonderlust, hello and Happy New Year to you too. Let's see. Mike says, if they told me to haul ass, it would take a tractor trailer and 6 months to go. No kidding. That's how I used to be too, Mike. So I get it. I get it. I was trying to see what. Oh, that down chuck. Yeah, I love that. Suze at Large says, never met my friend Linda, but after reading Nomadland, she thinks the world of her. Happy she prospered. I'm smiling at that idea of her big house that's not full of stuff. It is not. It's very minimalist. I'm very proud and happy for her too. So what's my title?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The last FNL of 2023.
It is.
All about nothing, and Happy New Year.
Yeah. So this is the last FNL of 2023, and I meant to look and see how many I held. I think I'd have to go back and look, but I think this is actually even the 50th one. No, that's not true. It was gonna be, and I missed another week. So this is like 47, 48, 49. After you scan the pictures, what do you do with them? Destroy? Well, I'll let Frug answer that if she wants to, but I will tell you I tried to give mine to family members, especially if it was like my sisters, and so my nieces and nephews and different people that it would mean something to, and nobody wanted them. And then when they found out that I had them digitally, they're all like, well, send me a copy of the digital. No, nobody wanted the printed copies. And so, yeah, after I made sure that they were secured, I really had no choice but to get rid of them. And it hurt my heart. It was one of the hardest things I've ever personally had to do. I grieved for days, even though I had them digitally. And now I look at the digitals sometimes, or I'll go pull something that I want to write about and go back and look at my digital copies. But I can't even tell you what all photos I got rid of. I mean, I have the ones that I wanted digitally, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how emotional that was for me. And here I am 8 years later, and it doesn't affect me one little bit. Didn't affect my quality of life. Nobody has asked me for anything that I didn't already have digitally from using that app. And it just was a bunch. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kathy. It was just a bunch of angst that I didn't need to put myself through. That's good, Nifty Traveler. Oh, Susan Jack. See, my sister inherited pictures of your family from 1800. They're in New Mexico, so that's awesomeness.
I have photo albums of my mom's or my mom and dad's, I don't know which, but yeah, the old black and whites. And I still have all my hard copy photos. I did scan them, but I couldn't get rid of them, so they are at my cabin in a tub, and I still have all those black and white, and they're adhered to the black paper, those, and
Yes.
big long, and a lot of those, I don't know who those people are, but I know that they're family and friends of my mom and dad's, and but I do have most of them on the cloud, and I use Microsoft Drive, and then I use Google Drive, OneDrive and Drive, whatever Microsoft's is too, for storage too.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so you have to figure out what works for you, because just, what worked for me might not work for anybody else. What worked for Jana might not work for anybody else, and what works for you, I'm going to move so you can see the sun, and what works for you has got to be something that you can live with and be able to look at those photos whenever you want to. So 10 types, Susan is saying. Yeah, and plus y'all are how many generations New Mexico, Susan? So that's awesomeness. Jerry Seinfeld's show was about nothing, and that's pretty much, I was like, man, it's the last FNL of the year, and I ain't got nothing. I called Jenna earlier today, and I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about tonight. Not really, not, I've got upcoming events, and it's the end of the year, and I'm coming off of that TBI episode, but I've already shared all of that. I don't have anything new to talk about. And that's when she said, well, do what Sarah and Tan would do. And I was like, what's that? And she goes, that wing thing.
Wing it.
Hey, yeah, she goes, that wing it thing. And I'm like, well, we're going to have to ask them, because I don't remember what that was. So that's how we've gone full circle now, back to the beginning of that. Hey, Texas lady, good to see you. Carla, glad you're here. Yes, the black, mounted on the black with corner tabs. And that's the other thing, the photo albums that we all grew up with that have the glue and everything. Okay, that have the glue and everything, it eats the ink. And so those photos just disappear after a while, so you're going to want to do something with those anyway.
Talking about, I just looked at...
Oh my gosh. What is with the color of hair? Was that your hair?
Let me see.
Pink?
It's not pink.
It is pink.
No, it's...
Yeah. Look at this adorable
Scanning.
photo. But isn't her hair like pink? That's Jenna, frugal RV gal. And her mom, Hope. There's a hint there for you. And her dad.
Yeah. And
her brother, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill. I'm sorry, I didn't say his name, Bill. But isn't that the most adorable? Look at that little girl.
Scanned, I just couldn't bring it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you scanned it.
Yeah.
You and your mom had almost the same hairdo.
I know.
I love that. Yep. And so, see, that's a scanned picture.
Yeah, that I have.
Oh, wow. Kathy has this certificates from when her family arrived at Ellis Island. That is so cool. Wow. Kathy from Italy. That's so cool. Yeah, so I was gonna. This was gonna be a show about nothing, but I was like, you know what? We're just gonna suit up and show up and hang out together for the last FNL of 2023. Cardis was here for 2.5 months. Oh no, I'm sorry we didn't get to see you, and I understand about repairs, girl. Glad you're home though, so you can get them done there. So nifty traveler, I get that. You're not planning on being on the road forever, and if you find your forever home, or when you do, you have some things you want to have with you. I get that. That's how I am about my blue and white Courier Knives dishes. It's I've been told by several curators that it's probably the world's largest single collection. But I'd been collecting those since I was a teenager, and then I was able to, my ex-husband hired somebody to go to estate sales and got a big haul for me one Christmas, and so I don't want to lose those, because if I ever do get off the road and do sticks and bricks again in some form or fashion, then I want to have a cupboard with my china in it. I haven't hung on to anything else. There's very few regrets I have over things that I've let go of or had to let go of or lost. But that is one thing that I if I ever landed in sticks and bricks again, I would be really sad if I didn't have those. So I'm finding a way to hang on to them. Oh man, Sue, by the way, hi Sue, how are you doing? And she has an old video of her parents coming to America from Denmark on the Queen Mary. That is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. Kathy, I love all of your history. Yeah, she did look like her mom, didn't she? I know, Brenda, that was a lot of hair, right? So adorable. You have any more? I want to see more. I hadn't even seen that photo.
Really?
No, I hadn't seen that. Anyway, yeah, let me show you all the sunset. Let me get out of the way. Look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty. Night before last, we had one of the prettiest sunsets I've ever seen here in Arizona, and they can be like outstanding, and it was just one of the best ever. And I was like, man, why couldn't it be Friday night so they could see that? But this one might be a pretty one too. We'll hang out and find out here in a little bit. She's looking for more pictures.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the great FNL about nothing. Oh, I will tell you that I just hired the narrator to produce a pigeon story on audiobook. And so that will be out on audiobook next month. And I have been in touch with the narrator for the last book in the trilogy, One Day at a Time, today. And we're on track to get that out to you in January. So I just misspoke. January will be One Day at a Time, and a pigeon story will come out in February. I hired a male narrator for a pigeon story, and he does the characters so good. He even does the mom and everything. He does the characters so good. But he has all of January, or we both do all of January to finish the production on that. He'll read, come back to me for edits, he'll do the correction, and then I'll do the final approval. And so we're going to take all of January to get that done. So I just looked up and noticed that every single one of you have given me a thumbs up. Thank you so very much for that. Let me see if I can get a screenshot of that. I'm afraid I'll blow it if I try to do a screenshot. But
so can I also just show something else that I did?
Of course.
So I would
Here, hold on.
So I would scan my picture, and then for old family members and all that, and then I would take it around to that side of the family and have them write the names on the picture.
Aww.
So I would always know. So this is an example of that. This is a family reunion, and of course it's dated 1958, which was before I was born.
Let me show them.
So I would take it to family reunions and take it to families and have people write people's names on them. And it didn't destroy the picture because it was a copy, and then I scanned that back in so I could write everybody's name down that I would know, or if somebody knew it.
That is so cool.
But yeah, that was before I was.
Yeah.
That was before I was.
Gosh,
born.
that was the month and year I was born.
Yeah. So
that is so cool.
Because I do genealogy, so that's very important to me to have those names and everything on those pictures. And I have several of back in. Are you zooming in on it? Mm-hmm.
I love somebody got their name wrong.
Yeah, that's not them.
That's not them. They crossed it out and put the right name.
But look at the car in this one.
Look at that car.
Yeah, it's an old Model A or Model T. That's a family reunion.
Walker family reunion?
Yeah.
On your mom's side?
No,
Dad?
my dad's.
That is so cool.
I wrote all the people's names that people knew.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
And
Lots of that's so neat. See, I didn't know that either. That's so cool. So there's all kinds of things that you can do to preserve stuff. And
that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Here.
Well,
Show 'em. You just
next
gotta
to
hold
the
it
car.
up real close.
Oh, I lost it.
Oh.
Here it is. Next to the car, if you see the word Willie, which is it's written up here, but it's pointing, that's my grandmother.
Oh.
Yes. That was
the one that had the
restaurant.
The restaurant?
Yeah, on Old Highway 80 in Texas. But that was her right there. So, see, this isn't, I mean, it's an old picture.
That is
Dated
so
1930.
cool. 1930. Let me just leave it here for a minute.
Yeah. Dated 1930 of a family reunion.
Oh, my goodness.
But that was my grandmother. So, yeah. I mean, just kind of, it wasn't a picture of me, but anyway. So you can do that when you scan your stuff. And, you know, I've got a whole bunch of old blacks and whites. But
that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Oh, Texas lady Carla says her grandmother's name was Willie Marie.
Oh, mine was Willie Mae.
My great-grandmother was Willie Mae Holland.
Really?
Yes. Willie Mae. Oh, I didn't know that. That's too funny. Both our grandparents, well, my great-grandmother was Willie Mae. Oh, y'all want to see Jana?
This is Sweet 16.
Her sweet 16th birthday. Look at that. She got the Farrah Fawcett do going on. Isn't she beautiful?
It's all about the hair.
All about the hair. The hair. That is awesomeness.
Sweet 16 right there.
That is awesomeness.
Isn't that funny?
Oh. Yes, Sarah, you can do that in PhotoMine. Lots of different apps, but that's one thing I forgot to say about PhotoMine is you can clean photos up like that. You can colorize them. You can decolorize them. You can repair them. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one ought to be some sort of prize. I wish we could put up several photos and get them to guess which one is you, because y'all would never guess that this one is frugal.
Yeah, my mom put me in ballet.
Isn't that adorable? Isn't that
that's
adorable?
enough about that.
No. Look how happy she is. Look at that. She's on point. I'm on point.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Nice little
adorable.
ballerina.
So you have worn a tutu before.
I have.
Oh my gosh, it's Princess D hair. That's true. Yeah, you're not so happy in that one. I don't think she got all the Easter eggs in this one. What do y'all think?
That's the beauty about scanning pictures. They're just right there.
You can just look at them anytime you want to. Brenda says, great wing, Jana, on that other one. That's awesomeness. Oh.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. I can't believe Willie Marie, Willie Mae.
There's my graduation picture.
Yeah, now this one, she's hot. Y'all look at this. That's her graduation photo. If I was her dad, I'd have been like, who you looking at like that while they're taking your picture? I'd have been like, girl, you ain't wearing that blouse anymore. If I was her dad. Oh, Texas lady says, I would like to hear the Audible pigeon story. That's exciting. She has the paper book, but it would be cool to listen to the story. That's so cool. Yeah, it'll be out soon. We have the 5-minute audition. We got like 15 auditions this time.
Yeah.
Since I opened it up to both male and female. Let me let y'all look at that sunset. Anyway, I got like 15 auditions. But then this guy, he came in and oh my gosh, he just did all the different characters and I just can't wait to hear. Next is a 15-minute checkpoint. He does 15 minutes of something and sends it to me just for double verification, and then from there he starts production. But yeah, it's so cool. No way, frugal and ballet shoes. That's Texas lady.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, cutie pie. I agree, Megan. And she does still like to dance, Dame the First. You're right. You're right. Brenda, which one? Oh no, it doesn't. Brenda says it looks like a gunny sack dress. No.
Which one?
I don't know. No. Oh yeah, Susan O, I tell you what, you pull that off and you'll go down in history. She says bring a tutu and get Janet to dance in it at KOKO Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny. A dove just flew over. We have the firebow going that my wonderful cousins Mike and Cindy gave me. I guess it's been a long time ago.
I'm just now seeing that picture.
Oh, well, you got to get out and come back.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, because it felt like it was hung up, so the chat. Anyway.
Oh, she's saying the graduation dress and top, the lacy part.
Oh.
Yeah, I hear you, Brenda. Oh, Sybil. Hi, sweetheart. She says wanted to, I thought I just saw, oh, it's birds. She says, wanted to stop in and wish everyone a healthy, happy, and safe 2024. Thank you for stopping in, Sybil. Always good to hear from you and see you. Let me show you the sunset before you leave. And I'm not leaving. I'm just, Sybil's saying she's just dropping in, so I thought she might have to leave. Well, it's behind a cloud right now, so it's not very good, but it'll get pretty here in a minute. That sky, it's amazing.
Arizona sky.
Arizona, what's that song? There's a song, Arizona Sky.
Arizona.
Yeah, there's the song. So I don't have a giveaway this week. I guess I could, but I don't know how to do it. We didn't bring our laptops out.
Well, let me see if I can.
Because I could do, you know what I could do is, since I just hired, no, let me think. What I could do is give away.
You want me to go to ACX and play the?
Can you do that?
I think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm there.
Okay. Well, okay, let me ask them instead of us deciding. Would y'all like to hear a portion of the narration? Just to like a little bit, like a few seconds, not a few seconds, but like 30 seconds or so of the narration of a pigeon story. The guy's name is Zach Federici. I can't say his name right. Zach Federici. Texan Lulu says yes. Oh, Megan, 6 days nonstop rain in Michigan. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Margie and Jeff, RV Ashes in April. Good to see you. And Suzanne says sure. So thank you, Jana.
Let me kill.
She's going to. She's going to kill me. She's let me
kill
you. Give away a signed copy of Jana in a tutu. Oh, we could print that out and do that.
No.
And she's like, it's not going to happen.
And who said that?
That would, Sarah.
Are you ready for
okay, so
Zach?
The Zach Federici. Zach Federici.
Okay, I killed your live stream, so it's not going to feed back.
Is going to read to you from the beginning of a pigeon story. It doesn't have, this is his audition tape. So it doesn't have a lot of characters in it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got one person that was reading it, and they were a little bit Oriental, and it was so funny to hear the characters read in English with Oriental accent and different animal characters. You never know what you're going to get when you put out for these auditions. But I can't imagine the work that these people put into this, and I'm so proud of them. Mike wants to know what the temperature is. I can tell you with the sun setting, sweetheart, it is getting cooler and cooler. I may have to, while we play this, if Jenna doesn't mind. Oh, you need to put your coat on too, probably. I was going to say, while Jenna is playing that, I may get up and put my poncho on. It got up into the low 60s today, and Mike says it's going to be in the low 30s there tonight in coastal Texas. Yeah, I think it's going to be in the low 40s tonight. Yay, Sybil, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And Dewdrop In says, play Spin the Wheel to give away Jenna's signed picture. They want that picture of you, ballet, in the tutu. Okay, you want to play that while I put my. So here's Zach Frederici.
Zach Federici, reading for A Pigeon Story. She landed on the ledge beside her son and used her beak to put some of her feathers back in place. When she was done, she asked,
Jacob, are you ready? Can we leave now?
I don't know if I can leave, Ma. He said it quietly and passively, and hung his head under his wing as if that were the end of the conversation. Another pigeon joined the other two that Olivia had been watching. The three of them began to quarrel and peck at each other. She turned her head in disgust. They were acting like jackals, not birds.
Jacob, you have to let it go. Annie's dead because she couldn't let go. You have to.
Her sharp words hurt his heart and had him looking up at his mother. His eyes were wide and blinking.
I'm sorry, Jakey, that was horrible of me. This place terrifies me. I'm worried I'm going to lose you.
She nestled in next to her son and lowered her body to the concrete completely so that she was lying next to him, eye to eye. He rested his head on her neck for a moment. It's okay, Mother. I understand. It wasn't always like this, you know. She was ashamed that she didn't know. She meant to fly and see her son and Annie. But the truth was she had always wanted them to come back home to the Grove, which is where, in her mind, they belonged. She never wanted her son to
I think that's good. What do y'all think? Hey, doesn't he have the smoothest dang little voice? I was just like, dang, Zach. And then in the rest of the passage, he gets into Olivia as she's really trying to get her son to come home. Suzanne, doesn't he have a great voice? And he just so far has been so pleasant to work with too, so courteous and
sorry. Gotta turn that down.
Yeah, she had her volume turned up. And anyway, so I just the work that they have to put into the engineering and everything is crazy. Oh yay, Nifty Traveler, thank you. Oh, I was trying to read it and I'm squinting. I have glasses. Duh. He sounds good with feeling, yes. Oh, yay. I'm glad y'all like him, too. Like I said, I got like probably a dozen. No, I think even more.
Yeah, 15.
At least auditions. I'm trying to stay out of the way of the sunset for you guys. Thanks, Sarah. And then we narrowed it down to two. Two, and then right as I was making the offer, one came in that was pretty good, but I still think I would have still awarded it to Zach. So I had three that were really good contenders.
Yeah, and you had published it, and you said, we got a guy, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I told him. I know. She didn't know I'd opened it up to male narrators.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, yeah. You know, because
the main character's a guy. Yeah.
And so it was like, okay, so, you know, I had to wrap my head around that, and it's like, yeah, I like it.
See, I can move over there. Now y'all can see the sun. I was trying to put the turn the camera, and I'm like, I just need to make sure it doesn't melt because it's over the fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have anything else. Do you guys? Oh, let me ask you this: is anybody doing anything special for New Year's? I was saying earlier that we may go eat. We've told some friends we'll go join them for lunch on New Year's Eve. But we don't have. Otherwise, we'll be back home and inside at sunset.
Oh yeah.
And but did any of y'all have anything special that you're doing to bring in 2024? And I just believe 2024 is going to be such a good year. Megan says sleeping, she hopes. I get that, Megan. I hear you. Me too. Me too. Yeah, I wanted to get more into writing this next book. I didn't want to bring in the new year without at least being into chapter 2 or chapter 3 on this new book.
Yeah,
Look at that.
We're ready.
You're ready? What happened?
We're ready for a new book.
Oh, you're ready for a new book. That's so awesome. Thank you. So Texas lady says she's staying in. So what else? What are y'all all doing for New Year's? I want inquiring minds want to know. Eating, yes, eating. Invited to mom and dad's on New Year's Eve and working New Year's Day. All right. I bet New Year's Day is a big day to work, Sarah. I can't do the fireworks, Megan. People talk about Vietnam, or not just Vietnam vets, but veterans having trouble with the fireworks, and the animals have trouble with fireworks, and my brain injury has trouble with fireworks. I hate them too, Megan, so take care of yourself. Cardi says New Year's party with 7 grandkids. Woohoo! Robin Mallory says staying home. Well, Robin, if you didn't want to stay home, you can always go to the French Quarters. Oh, but I hear you, staying home. That's good. Kathy says she's partying with her family at her sister's. Dame the First is probably going to go to her son's. And so thank y'all for sharing that. One year, I guess 3 years ago. New Year's Day, not too bad. New Year's Eve is busy. I bet that's right. Sue says staying in unless she gets a better offer. That's awesome, Sue. I guess it was 3 New Year's Eves ago. We were in Yuma at the casino. And I think only 2 out of our group went back in. But early that evening, we went in and had dinner. And then we went to their New Year's Eve photo booth for the big ballroom. Because it was just out in the middle of nowhere at the time. They hadn't roped anything off yet because it was early. I mean, it wasn't even dark yet. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock. And so we got pictures with their ballroom stage photo booth. Because they hadn't even closed off that area yet. Staying home and watching movies, that's great. Staying home, New Year's. Oh, Sybil, I'm sorry that you're sick. But I hope you get better soon. New Year's Day parade in Philly, that's awesomeness. Do drop in, I hear ya. Sue, that just cracks me up. Yeah, I tell you, Texan Lulu, that's what I used to do by myself, even in Austin, and I loved it, but I just don't stay up anymore. Robin says she hates fireworks too. I can only imagine that the French Quarter would be wild for New Year's Eve. And yes, Sybil, get ready, get better. And then she wrote, ready for a new book. I would love to say that I would have this one out in March or April, but that's probably pushing it. So I may have to line up a new publisher too. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But Happy New Year to you too, Bev. Good to see you on here. And yes, I used to watch the Rose Parade every New Year's Day morning. Mike says planning to stay above dirt for New Year's Eve and 2024, Mike, all the way through. Yes, buddy. You and Cindy both. I just finished watching on Apple TV on my phone the 3 seasons that are up of The Morning Show. With
everybody watching.
With Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. And I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't ready for that to end. And I don't know when season 4 is going to come out, but I'm shooting myself because I'm like, now I got to wait till season 4 comes out to know what happened. And so I don't usually watch TV, or I got smudge all over me. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I don't usually watch TV or anything like that, but every now and then I'll get, I don't know what that is. Is that just my spot?
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay. I get hooked on something like the morning show. And then Jana's been watching
Virgin River
on Netflix.
on Netflix.
Yeah. So, and then I've heard that.
Does anybody else watch?
Yeah, does anybody else watch Virgin River or the morning show? And then I've heard also that Ted Lasso is like incredibly good. Christine Cooper says that she went to see The Boys in the... Hi, Christine, by the way. Happy New Year. Went to see a movie today, The Boys in the Boat. Cool. Cool. And Texan Lulu says she loves Virgin River. I haven't watched it. And Heartland, Doreen says. Virgin River and Heartland.
Well, I finished Heartland.
You finally got caught up on Heartland?
Yes, until on Netflix. So that one I finished, and then I moved to Virgin River.
You tell them. You just did?
I just did.
She just did.
I finished Heartland, which I even started that in my Sticks and Bricks 6 years ago. It's taken me that long to get all the way through Heartland.
There are so many.
Yeah. And started Virgin River about a year and a half ago or so, and now that I've finished Heartland, now I'm back on finishing Virgin River.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I started Heartland, but I was so far behind, and there's so many seasons ahead of me. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't track it all. It's too many.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how many, like 11.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't. I was like, I can't do that.
I can't know. But
it's too many
like
for me to catch up.
Took me this long to...
Yeah. Well, you did it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But,
oh, wow. Chris Cooper just got here to Quartzsite, Christine. That's great. Ooh, after driving in the dark and rain. Ooh, ugh. Where'd you drive in from, Christine? But glad you're here safe and sound. Doreen says she's waiting on season 17 of Heartland, and she's read all 21 books of Virgin River before the show. Dang!
I didn't even know that was a book.
Oh, man. Now, I might like I would like
21?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Doreen,
yeah. Oh, Sue, I blew through Grace and Frankie like I do the morning show. It's like I would watch it, and then I'd have to wait a year till the next season came
if you
out.
hadn't seen Grace and Frankie.
Yeah, it's just, it's too funny. It's just, oh my God. Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda in there. I don't care what you think about them individually. In that show, they just spin off of each other just so brilliantly. It's crazy. Yeah, it was just too crazy funny. Anybody watch the morning show on here? No morning show peeps? That's funny to me. I don't know why. It's the writing in that and everything. It just, I did finish it last night.
Right.
Yeah.
So now
I have to wait. I don't know when season 4 will come out. Probably next winter.
So she's like, no.
Now I'll do something else. Like usually, like I'll find something like that, and I try to limit myself to watch one episode a night. You know, except that one, I couldn't stop. I was just like, I'd be like, no, you can't end it like that, and I'd watch the next episode, and before I knew it, I was watching 3 or 4 episodes before I could go to sleep. So I was like, oh man, that just stinks. So anyway, well guys, I'm gonna let you see the sunset one more time, and unless you have any questions or anything, yeah, and I hadn't watched Yellowstone, Brenda. I know a lot of people do. I'm gonna move out of the way so that will focus a little bit. It's not focusing very good, is it? And unless y'all have a question or something you want to ask me, I think we'll head out for the evening and go in before it gets too cold. Thank you all for being on here.
I gotta go watch Virgin River.
She's got to go watch Virgin River. You're going to buy the books now.
I didn't realize.
Oh, no, I didn't know either. 12? No.
21 books.
21 books. That's,
gosh.
gosh.
I heard of it before.
Yeah. Yes, Megan. We'll see you all next year. And everybody just stay safe and have a happy new year. And may it be your best year yet. And love you guys. Thank you, Suzanne, for being here. And thank you all for the thumbs up. And please make sure you're subscribed. And hope to, if you're in the area, check out my events page. And hope to see you at QIA on Saturday the 6th, 9 to 1. Love you all.
Happy New
You
Year.
too. Happy New Year. 1, 2, 3.
Happy New
Year. Bye, y'all.